Thank you. As we gather here tonight, celebrating life and hope, Israel continues to destroy, to kill, and to occupy land in Palestine. In this very moment, many Palestinians are holding their loved ones in makeshift tents, waiting for the next bomb, praying it takes them out of so much pain. In Gaza, more than 65,000 people have been killed by Israel's fire. 20,000 of them are just children. Many say the real number is horrendously higher. In what experts recognize being a genocide, one that kills not only with bombs, but also with thirst, hunger, infection. In the West Bank, Palestinians face the horror of forced displacement, mass arrests, strangling checkpoints and violent raids daily. Thousands have been killed since October 2023, yes, in the West Bank. Each life is a universe, forever gone. A reality that is so dark, it almost feels impossible to picture from here, from this stage. Such cruelty did not start 700 days ago. For nearly a century, the Palestinian people have lived under the weight of a brutal settler colonial project, a perpetual occupation justified as security of home, and enforced through apartheid. And while no state is innocent, the West carries a particular responsibility. Britain planted the seed of this catastrophe with the Balfour Declaration, promising away a land that was never theirs to give. And this does not mean denying the horror that befell the Jewish people in Europe, nor the need to protect them. But why has that protection come at the expense of another people who had nothing to do with European anti-Semitism? The Palestinian people have nothing to do with European crimes then and now. And even today, Palestinians continue to suffer while our governments turn a blind eye, or worse, they are complicit. They trade weapons, they host Israeli officials, they silence dissent by labeling it anti-Semitism, and they criminalize as terrorists those who stand against genocide. You know, history showed us that human rights are never simply granted. Justice is won through the sweat and the courage of ordinary people. People like the Palestinians, people like the Israelis who resist from within their convulsed society. People like you. History teaches us this. So we must own this responsibility. And if you enjoy human rights, don't dismiss them. as just symbolic or good to nothing, because human rights feel useless only to those who do not have to fight for them. The law is not what is failing us. It's our government's refusal to implement it, which is failing us. And now it's up to us to turn the law into a living reality. It is in this darkest hour when Palestine is revealing to all of us the cruelty of our neocolonial, ultra-capitalist ideologies, when governments betray the most basic human values. It is upon us to fix it. We the people begins. We the people, as the UN Charter begins, we must act, and through that action exert our power. And how do we do that? First, by reclaiming the radical act of dreaming, necessary for action, imagining a different, more just and loving future in Palestine and in our own communities, to nurture a revolutionary imagination grounded in human rights as well as solidarity, the essence of our being human, too long suffocated by individualism. We need to imagine a new multilateralism which is for the many, not for the few. And second, what do we do? How do we do? By acting. Stop waiting. Organize. Protest. Demand more from your representatives. Disrupt. Strike. Boycott. Speak. Speak out. Speak out at dinner tables, on streets, online. Relinquish an inch of your privilege so that an entire people doesn't have to lose everything. And do not fear losing. If enough of us lose just something, we all gain. Governments will eventually follow. There is no other way. And each act of courage, each moment of solidarity helps preserve our shared humanity and leads us toward collective justice. Change will come through. Palestine will be free. And we will all be free. We will all be more equal and more human. But today, giving up is not a choice. We don't have that luxury. So let's start from here, together. Thank you.